I am Deanne Palmer Cook, proud alumni of Hawaii Baptist Academy, class of 75, and currently I'm serving in full-time ministry and missions as founder and CEO of Indigenous Ministries International, serving in India and Egypt and Iraq. My family and I were attending Olivet Baptist Church, and Pastor Dan Kong was my pastor. They talked about HBA, and my parents, I was attending Aikahi Elementary in Kailua before that, and then Enchanted Lakes, and they said, let's get you into a little bit different environment. But I do recall that there was a huge focus on keeping your nose to the grindstone and homework, and we had good times, but I don't recall a whole lot of let up and schedule. It was very rigorous. And I remember the old buildings, the barrack buildings, I'm gonna call them barracks, I don't know what everybody calls them now, but there were little holes in some of the walls. So we got to continue our social life. Sometimes we passed notes through the holes. And the boards were like, I remember the boards being uneven, so when we ran in the hallways, you had to know what you were doing, because you could fall on your nose, and it was just the way it was, yeah. We were challenged many times, and the campuses were being built. This wasn't easy. We were in rented facilities. I saw consistent, genuine faith that when it really mattered, that they did trust the Lord and that they were wanting to do the right thing. From here, I was headed to Seattle Pacific. I'd been accepted, and my future husband, John Cook, said, hey, why don't you come back to Hawaii? I had moved to Texas for 1 year of Bible college at International Bible College. And so ended up going into ministry, and I served along him. So he's 26 years as pastor, youth and senior pastor. Then in 2003, we started Indigenous Ministries. So when we started this ministry, that was like really ground zero for us. Was like, we're not gonna send Americans overseas. We're not gonna go live over there. We're gonna train the nationals to do in their countries the work. That's our main focus right now, is training nationals in higher education in central India. Persecution right now is breaking out. It's very difficult to share the gospel, and people have lost their homes. Pastors have been killed. We work with refugees in Iraq and started in 2014. And so our work with refugees is primarily with children. And through a child sponsorship program and through local churches, we work with local pastors. I'm telling you all this because there are Christians like ourselves. There are ministries, we've been there in Iraq since 2004. We've been there a long time, that are engaged, that are working, that are doing good work on the ground. And as they're engaging, to pray for us as we're working there, to pray for the refugees, to pray for the children, the next generation, right? The families, the ohana there, they're struggling. And when I tell them, Christians here in America, pray for them. And I know there's missions needs all over the world, but this is a critical part of our history right now. And we as believers have an incredible opportunity right now to pray and to engage and to tell them, we care, we're here with you.